I got to take. I got to walk back.
Go.
Kansas City's back. They're going to win the Super
No,
Bowl.
no. What the fuck?
Dude,
No,
they are
no,
back.
no,
I
no,
was
no,
wrong. I was
no. They're
wrong.
not back. They're not back. Wasn't really running the rock. I mean, is that the O line? Is that just
Yeah,
feng shui? What's going on there?
it's a good segue because I was going to jump in and add my point. I think we talked the biggest concerns groups on our one of the early pods here, and few things, but I'll give myself some credit. We did talk about the Wizards back. We talked about the lack of depth in the O line, and that could have been concern, which is something that we're not used to seeing in Philadelphia football team. So
Where are
I
you,
think
buddy?
that's
There you go. All right, lost you for a second. Go ahead.
that was the main issue is the O line was you had a rotating group of guys. You had Lane out for the first two games, for the most part, and maybe I can't remember if it was first and second game or second and third game. But come back to Lane in a second. You got Dickerson's been banged up. You had Jurgens go out. You had a new guy in Steen,
The
and
wizard is
poof,
gone
he's
again.
gone. Uh,
That's that Bucks County internet. What the hell's going on
yeah,
there?
you had the so you had a new guy in Steen, and you it's really hard. I was listening to Kelsey today on WIP, and it's really hard to come in as a rotational offensive lineman and make an impact when you're not rotating with that group and being with that group. So it takes the O line some time, some cohesion to get going. I think them going jumbo this past week helped set the edge, get Saquon on the outside, bringing in Fred Johnson, who was a good pick back up that Howie did in the offseason, helps big time. I think Jalen under center helps big time, and Lane playing healthy better is the key. Apparently, again, I'm stealing Kelsey's talking points, but they leave Lane on an island constantly. There's nothing, no one, no help, no chip, no nothing. So he's one of the only guys in the league can do it. Him and the guy from Detroit's what's his name?
So
Sewell, about the only two probably guys who could do it, live on an island out there, and everyone else can work together. And when he flips out and you have to rotate some other guys in, the offense isn't ready for that. So it's going to shift everything. So I mean, it's not anything Saquon's doing. He's getting he's getting hit behind the line of scrimmage. I think the O line played great last week. I think it's going to continue to play better. And if you could trust anyone in the organization, it's Jeff Stoutland to get that thing fixed. So I was concerned, less concerned now that I've seen some things, and if we keep these guys healthy, we'll be okay.
Hmm.
yeah, and
What's
to your O
Shannon?
line point,
Yeah.
I was just
Go
going
ahead.
to add in here. Um, it was definitely Dickerson's best game last week. Like again, you go to those film guys, everyone's showing how much better he is in terms of getting upfield. Like he was injured earlier in the year. Um, there were some fatso allegations for Dickerson that he was too heavy, which I think is just because he wasn't playing that well. I don't think he like lost weight and started suddenly playing better. Um, but he clearly like I think I saw some stat that like when Saquon runs when he was running behind Dickerson last year, he was getting like some ridiculous yards before contact. So he
Mm.
clearly was a big engine last year for that run game, and I don't think it's any surprise that his best game this past week had both Saquon and Tank Bigsby both rushing for 100 yards. So yeah, O line was huge this past game.
But what about earlier when he wasn't running? Well, I mean, the O line wasn't opening any holes. What are you attributing that to?
That's
Dick,
injury.
yeah, he was injured.
Dickerson.
Yeah, and
I
of course
think
he is
Dickerson had no pop, no pop. Getting him right, I mean, it's almost like they kind of folded that Giants game. I'm sure we'll talk about some of the disappointment in the schedule, but him and Jalen Carter not playing at all was just kind of like, maybe we'll get lucky and beat this bad team on a Thursday. But then they had the 10-day mini bye to get everyone back healthy, and you could see the difference. I mean, Jalen Carter has first sack on the season. He was monstrous. Dickerson was killing two dudes at once. Saquon hit that 60-yarder. It does matter when these guys who are trying to limp through the season get them right mid-season so they can continue to play through the playoffs. I got to walk back.
Go.
Kansas City's back. They're going to win the Super
No,
Bowl.
no. What the fuck?
Dude,
No,
they are
no,
back.
no,
I
no,
was
no,
wrong. I was
no. They're
wrong.
not back. They're not back.
I'm walking
cut it
back my
down.
take. I said that take. I said they were bad. I said Denver's going to win the division, which they still could.
I remember.
I said they didn't have the talent. I was wrong. They're good.
No,
They're just good.
no. They're playing teams that aren't good. They're
No.
playing
Okay,
teams
that's
that are
I'm
not
walking
good.
back the take.
They're not
I
old
agree,
and
Poppy
crusty.
Mutes.
I'm sorry, Big Apple. Mahomes, he looks like he's got that chip on his shoulder, and I don't like it.
No. They're playing soft teams recently, anyway. I don't have their schedule, but I think they play the Bills next, if I'm not mistaken.
They'll beat the Bills. The
They
Bills
do.
stink.
Oh, where is it? Kansas City or in Buffalo?
It's in Buffalo. They're going to beat the Bills. The Bills are not good.
I'll take Buffalo.
The Bills have no wide receivers. Keon Coleman stinks. Steve Smith came out on the podcast today, said he can't get any separation. Shakir is not enough. Josh Allen can try to do it all, but they got trouble on the O-line. That team is beyond flawed. I think they stink.
Kansas City's going to win the Super Bowl. That's sacrilegious. You're on inside the bird's nest, not inside the Chiefs' TP. What the?
Oh.
Well, here's the question.
This Chiefs kingdom.
All right, I'll
Is
say
it
it this way:
gonna
they're
be-
going to be in the Super Bowl, and if it's the Eagles, Kansas City again, I might jump off the Verrazano. I might be done. I can't do it.
That's what I was going to say. If it's Eagles Chiefs again, which by the way very well could be. Now we're
could be.
talking about, is there going to be a docu-series on the big rivalry here? Because it's been you play three Super Bowls against the same
rubber
with a lot of
match.
the same guys. Yeah.
I'd be nervous going into the rubber match too.
There's got to be a
Oh.
team in the conference that could take them out in the playoffs.
And the AFC has some talent. I mean, it's top heavy, but the Bills aren't going to do it. I mean, the Ravens, if they can ever get their shit together, could
No,
potentially.
They're done.
They're done. Toasty.
They're not
toast.
done. They're not done.
The
So who is it?
Ravens.
The Broncos, though? I don't trust the Broncos.
I don't either.
I
You got
Bo
the
Nix
Colts.
is
You
gonna
got the
go-
Colts,
Is it
the
the
best
Colts?
team in the
Is it
league.
the Colts?
Yeah, we're all sleeping on the Colts.
The Colts are incredible.
I mean, that's a story.
Shaq,
of
why?
fans
That's the
to
next
come
Steeler.
back.
That's the next matchup.
We'll do
for the
that on
Steelers.
the horse den podcast. The stable.
I do have to
The
say with them, I mean, I think we just think of I think everyone thinks that team is fake because of Daniel Jones is the QB. But if you actually look at the roster, they have a lot of great players, a lot of guys that have worked out for them.
That's
So
true.
yeah, I mean, I actually think that team is for real. But we'll have
they're
to
for
see,
real.
obviously. Yeah.
Jonathan Taylor's incredible. That offensive line is incredible, and they got some dudes on defense who can bang.
He could tear the Steelers up this week. Now that you
Oh.
Head coach ranking, offensive
Okay.
coaching ranking, defensive coaching ranking. Sirianni, I'd give it A-. I think the little things like Chipper was saying, right? Like the practicing the tush push. I think that he's a very detail oriented guy, which is why you see the Eagles not make some of these boneheaded mistakes that some of these other teams make. I think the one thing that you can knock him on is maybe not helping out Kevin Petullo as much with the offense, who I would give a B- overall through the first 8 games here. The last 2 games, I'd give him maybe A- or A. But those earlier games, not great. And then Fangio, I just love Fangio. I feel like he's the reason that we won some of those early games there. So I'm giving him an A. I think that of all the coaches, I feel like the most confident in him that he's going to figure things out, especially for another Super Bowl run here in the postseason.
Cool. Big Apple.
Sirianni's an A, an easy A. I think everything he does, he's a good leader of men. I think he's got this team prepared to win games. I want to hate. I wish I could, but he can't. He's great. Fangio is getting there. I mean, whatever. He's working. He's got guys in there. I liked him bringing in N'Kobe to spare Jahad Campbell. I think we're lacking some talent in the secondary. Just not on Fangio. He'll get the guys coached up. I mean, Patullo's terrible. See,
Wow.
I'm not a Patullo guy.
Why?
I thought-
What's the breakdown on that dude?
I haven't seen it. I don't think it lacks creativity. I think the route trees are bad. I think they're boring. I think, regardless of getting the run game going and putting Jalen under center, I mean, we'll see. If he keeps learning and keeps getting better, maybe. But I don't know. It's just, there's just a lot of better guys out there. You see the difference between Kellen Moore and him. I don't know if it's walking off of, 16, 17, 18 games into the season to game 1 with a new coordinator, but, I'll give him time. But, he's not an F. He's a C.
Maybe that's why AJ's got a bug in his ass.
AJ, I talk
He was on his
AJ.
ass last year too.
Talk AJ. Go ahead.
He's struggling, and I agree with the latest report. I forget who put it out. He's struggling because AJ wants to be the best. He wants to be wide receiver one in the NFL, but he also is a great teammate and a great guy. And he knows that's his role in Philly is not going to be wide receiver one in the NFL because a lot of mouths to feed. So he's having a personal dilemma. I think it's a little childish putting it on mine, but I mean that's kind of the nature of the professional athletes, broadly speaking, NBA, NFL nowadays. You're not going to get the strong silent types. I mean, Jalen Hurts is like he's an anomaly, so it's not going to happen like that. So, it's tough one because I want the best of the world for AJ. He helped us bring a Super Bowl, but I'm kind of tired of the shit. So he's got to tread lightly here in this city.
Is he in Pickens territory? Dickhead Pickens?
No, God, no. I mean, the difference between Pickens and him, and I mean, every report you hear, regardless if AJ's upset or not getting the ball or not, he is lovable in that locker room. Everybody loves him, top down throughout the organization, all the players. They might roll their eyes and get sick of the tweets and all this stuff because everyone has to talk about it, but no, not even close. He's not even close to T.O.
Why can't we? If we're talking about Myles Garrett, we should be able to maybe package AJ for some first rounds, then to send over to Cleveland.
We're not
wait,
gonna.
Wait. You want to send AJ now?
No, that's crazy talk.
What are
You don't want to.
drinking? You
If
nuts?
you get,
I
if
think
you
we can get him the ball
Shocking.
more. It's
If I can get Myles Garrett,
no, you don't want to. You don't want to weaken a position group that you have exceptional talent at. It's too big of a trade because then you're one Devontae Smith rolled ankle away from Jahan Dotson as your number one. That's detriment.
true.
Destroy your season.
Yeah. You better lay off the
Maybe
sauce,
I'm
Chip.
not feeling it just because Goddard and Dotson have looked better this year, but
Well, here you go.
I think that this is like a disease that it's going to impact the rest of the body.
He won't get traded midseason. He might be gone after the offseason, but I don't think it's going to happen yet.
Well, let me go.
I do think he's going to get moved in the offseason. I do kind of think that's what's going to happen.
I'm going to preface my take though. Like, it's only if we can get someone huge like Myles Garrett back. If that's what it takes, then we can do it. But
wow, shocking developments.
It's not going to taint his legacy. Think about, I mean, weird comparison, but Tom Brady. No one remembers the second year in Tampa when he stunk after they won the Super Bowl and he walked away from the game. It's fine. I mean, the guy's a two-time champ, and we need him. I think it's a locker room thing. We only need a few snaps a game. Although I heard the Eagles are on the hunt for Myles Garrett this week.
No,
but I don't know.
Really? Wow.
They're saying three first rounders. Three first rounders is the rumor. I'm not kidding.
Yeah, it's on Twitter.
Twitter? I don't know. I mean, is that reliable? Twitter?
Well, you got to have a good source.
Really? Yeah,
there's buzz. I mean, Howie's going to be involved. He's going to poke. I think. There's always smoke when there's fire. When there's always whatever the saying is for Howie.
Well, the funny part about the
Parsons thing, for what it's worth.
Yeah, the funny part about the Myles Garrett rumors is they're coming from like the Cleveland side. Like I think it was like the Cleveland like ESPN radio show or something where the people that like came out with this first and were like, apparently Howie's he's hot on the heels for Myles Garrett. Would you trade him? They were asking, would we trade him for 3 first rounders? Which I was like, you guys totally should do that. Are you kidding me? You guys aren't going to. He just had 5 sacks last week and he lost by 3 scores. You're not going anywhere with him. Should the Eagles do it? Like maybe, I don't know. I mean, obviously, he is an absolute monster. But 3 first round picks, even if they're even if they're going to be late first rounders, it's a heavy price.
Build. I mean, it's a no brainer for the Browns, but yeah, is it worth us giving that up?
If you do it, you got to win this year or next year.
He's the best defensive player in football, so I would take him in a second.
Hey, what about I mean, I think Big Apple said there's no concerns in the division. I agree, especially with what's his face hurt for Washington. How about the conference? Any concerns?
Yeah.
Big Apple.
Conference has some stiff. I mean, I think the NFC is deep. I don't think there's a great team. I think, but there's a lot of good teams. I think the Rams are formidable. If we played them in the playoffs again, that would trying to beat them. What would that be? 4 times in a row? That's tough. McVay is tough. Tough out. I think Packers are good. I think they're hitting form again. The thing with the Packers is you got to keep Jordan Love off his rhythm. If he's in a rhythm, he just did 20 completions straight in the game versus Steelers, right in Papa Muse's face the other night. So I know that's, I mean, you got to disrupt him. If we don't have a pass rush, we're going to be screwed. You know, I think the NFC East is just the Eagles to walk away with. So that's tough. Tampa's a tough out if they get healthy. I mean, Mike Evans out for the year is not good for his legacy, but it's good for the rest of the team. But Tampa's no joke. But yeah,
Seahawks too.
Seahawks are real. I think. And then
Seahawks.
what's it called? We didn't even
The
talk about the
Lions, which
Yeah.
I think is I'm scared of that team. I think that team is tough as shit. I think they are tough as nails.
They're exceptional against the run. It's not a good matchup for the Eagles. I think they built that team to beat the Eagles. I mean, it's intermediate throws across the middle, real fast for Jared Goff, run the ball really well, which the Eagles haven't shown that are great run defense yet. And then, they stop the run. I mean, they're smart. They built that team to beat us.
Yeah, true. Yeah, well, and anyway, well, I mean, next up, the Packers and the Lions. I mean, that's a double dip of madness right there. Jeez.
Put a test to it. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, well, we'll
Got
be
to
rested.
split. Got to split.
Split.
The Lions game is long awaited. I feel like we've been the best two teams in the NFC for 2 years, and we haven't played each other.
Yeah.
Wizard, MVP of the halfway point for the Eagles. Mine is. I'm going to just throw it out there. Is Jalen Hurts.
Yeah, I mean, I would have to say, and I'm transparently going to say, like, I haven't watched every single minute of every single game, and not that junkie. So going off vibes, yeah, I mean, what I've seen, Jalen, he keeps his composure. He is obviously QB1, so I'm gonna go with him. Saquon hasn't been the stud was last year, but it's hard to replicate that. So yeah, I'll take Jalen as well.
Big Cannon, MVP, halfway point.
I think it's Jalen. If I would want to be more fun, who's someone that I thought has taken a step forward this year that's really helped us out? I'd say Devontae Smith. So like he's just looked great. This game we missed AJ Brown. He looked fantastic. So those are my two guys I'd go with.
Chipper.
I'll go out there just so we don't keep saying Jalen Hurts, but I think Cooper DeJean.
Chipper got a bug in his ass tonight.
I think if you look at the defense, DeJean is I think he just holds the whole thing together. He's awesome. He's just so athletic, and he's all over the field. He's always around the ball, and he's playing a nickel cornerback. I think he's a stud.
Yeah, all right. Big Apple?
I mean, the answer is Jalen, but again, I agree with Chip. I think DeJean is sick, but I'll go with someone else on the defense. Jordan Davis, he's an incredible year. Had to fill in basically for Jalen Carter solo. He lost weight. He looks good. His motor's strong. Playing a lot of reps. I'll give it to JD. Has a touchdown. Blew the cover, but I'll take it.
So we made predictions. I didn't write them down. I know what mine was. I'm just wondering if anybody has changed their overall predictions, wins, losses for the season. Chipper, do you remember what you predicted?
I think I said 12-5. I think I'm going to tick it up to 13-4.
Ooh.
It's
Wizard,
hard to.
do you remember?
I think we were going to trip up at the beginning. If anything, it's hard to argue when we get the ball rolling here. Jalen just hasn't lost, so how can you say we're going to lose a bunch of more games at the end of the year?
Yeah. What about you, Wiz?
Well, I was going to say the Broncos' loss is suspect. It might not even be a loss if a couple things go a different way. So we could have only
Thursday nights.
Oh, you know what? Yeah, you know what? That was horrible.
Can always be an asterisk too.
Is that the penalty they what do you call it? The interference they didn't call? That's the game, right?
Yeah, against Dallas, unless Dallas.
Oh my God, that was brutal. Anyway, whatever.
So yeah, let's just say we're pretty much only have one loss. We could easily, not saying it's going to happen, lose to Green Bay and the Lions. It just could happen. Then we have 4 losses. I mean, I don't see it having more than 4 losses on the season, and I think that aligns with what I predicted.
Okay. Big Cannon.
Losses.
I think I'm going. It was 12-5. I think that I go 13-4. I do think we'll be. I kind of think we're going to lose that last game of the season, though. So I think we'll be like 13-3 going into that last game where we'll sit everyone. Um, so yeah, I mean, I think we're going to lose one of these two games upcoming here, but then I think we're going to go on a roll throughout the rest of the year.
Wow, Big Apple.
I mean, the floor is 11. I think 11 is just given with Raiders and a few of these bad teams coming up. Yeah, I mean, I'll stick with my prediction. I think I said 12 wins. I'll take 12 wins.
Go for it. I disagree with Kansas City. Fuck Kansas City.
I think here's my final thought. I think we're going back to the Super Bowl. Only team I'm really concerned about, honestly, is the Lions. I just think that they just make me nervous. I feel like they are so pumped to play us, and I think that team is tough as nails. It could be toe to toe with us in terms of the physicality. That's the only team that I'm like super concerned about in the NFC that I think is at our level.
All right, so let's say Kansas City plays Detroit in the Super Bowl.
I got Detroit all day.
Well, I'm rooting against Kansas City every time, so
yeah, well, it's a no-brainer, yeah, but
I would say Chiefs win that one. To be honest with you,
son of a bitch! What's with this Chiefs shit? What are you seeing? What are you seeing?
Walk back to take.
I know, but again, soft Chipper, help me out. Soft team, soft schedule.
Yeah, I'm more about the AFC, but then if you get Mahomes in one game in the Super Bowl, that scares you. I don't know.
But their defense,
I'm worried about us getting through the NFC first. Like these guys, it's not a foregone conclusion we're even going to make it past the first round. NFC's tough.
I'm not comfortable in the NFC.
Seahawks are sneaky. Darnold can sling it, and their defense is solid.
That's true.
Those dudes can bang. They're good.
Yeah, and we never win out in Seattle too.
That's actually a great point. I could see our season ending like that. No one's thinking too much about it. It's like, oh, Seahawks first playoff game, like whatever, we got it in the bag. That's the exact kind of team that would just come in here and rip our hearts out. So true.
Yeah, that's why. I mean, division's really important. 1 seed would be really, really nice.
Need 2 at least.
You don't want to go to San Fran either.
San Fran's not going to make it. They're too hurt now. Fred Warner is out for the year. They're done. Bosa, no.
Bosa's
they don't
out.
got the guys.
Did we have home field last year? I can't remember.
No, we were the 2 seed.
2 seed, but the Lions lost. So.
And we had to play 3 playoff games.
Yeah. The Lions lost, so we played home. Oh yeah, okay.
In the championship game.
This early bye, long run last year, like it would be really nice to get that bye, and it would be nice to not have to go to Seattle, Detroit, any of these places.
Yeah. Oh, I go to LA any day. I mean, that's like a home game for us.
Yeah.
All right. Well, gentlemen, this has been real. We come back prior to the playoffs.
We could do it again in a couple of weeks.
Yeah, we'll keep checking in. I mean, definitely prior playoff. Once the bracket's set, look at paths.
Christmas special.
We need to do a Thanksgiving pod. Thanksgiving pod. We'll call it the potluck. Keep it short, 30 minutes. Bird's nest potluck.
Bird nest potluck. Oh, the bird's nest, right.
You have been listening to Unmuted with Papa Mutts.